Going on, everybody? It's your proposal pro coach, and I am back. I am so proud of myself, y'all. I've been live every day since Wednesday, and that's unusual for me. But listen, tonight, honey, we gonna get into this topic. Fortunately, I was inspired to bring up this topic because people I just can't believe the mindset of some people when they're reaching out to you, and it's just like crazy. So I definitely want to talk about this. But listen, before we get into any mess, any issues, any topics, I want to tell you guys, for those of you who are on my email list, tonight is the night. We are not auctioning. The winner of this contract organizer will be called. I'm getting ready to call them and let them know that they won. So I sent out an email to my email list, and I told them they had to fill out, I was doing a giveaway of the contract organizer. Let me show you contract organizer. Throw it on Amazon. I told them I was doing a giveaway that they had to fill out a form, send it back in, and do some other instructions. So I had them do that. And I had the first, the 50th, and the 99th person to fill out the form that they will win a contract organizer. So guess what we're doing tonight? We're going to call the winner, the one winner. We're going to call one winner tonight and let them know that they have won the contract organizer. So I'm really excited about that. And we're going to get into that. But tonight's topic is something that I hope you guys could really take to heart, because it happens to everybody. And I don't think you guys even know my story. I'm going to get into that too, of how I got started into government contracting. Of course, how you can get started as well. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I need to see something right quick a lick. But yes, we are going to get into how I got started in government contracting, and also how you can too. I know a lot of people think it's as hard. Like, a lot of people think it's harder than what it is. And as long as you know that it is not, you're good. You're good. Like, you are amazing. Because a lot of people do not know. Okay, it's on. I just want to make sure. Hold on. Let me check something, y'all. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Oh, sure that I'm good. Sorry, I had to check something. Okay, I'm back. All right, so yes, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about how you get started. We're gonna talk about what SAM.gov is asking for, all that good stuff. But right now, I am so excited because I actually want to give a shout out to the person who won. They were the first person to send an email. So of course, I had to call the first person that sent an email. I have to call them right now to let them know that they won a contract organizer. So unfortunately, TikTok, you won't be able to see this, but if you want to head over to YouTube, you can do that as well. It's the Proposal Pro Academy. The Proposal Pro Coach is my YouTube handle, and then you can hear the conversation as well. But right now, actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait to give out the giveaway. Okay, let's dive right into the conversation. So, hey, so let's dive right into the conversation. Okay, most people don't know my story. Most people don't know my story. How I got started in government contracting. What did I do? How did it happen? How did I get the course? Or how did I learn everything? And most people don't know my story. I do sometimes try to tell my story, but I don't think I'd really do a good job, because if I asked you what's my story, you're probably like, well, I don't really know. So let me tell you how I got into government contracting. Now, y'all know I used to work for the Department of Homeland Security, right? That's TSA, the people y'all don't pay attention to at the airport. Yeah, I used to work for them 10 plus years. I worked for the Department of Homeland Security, doing everything they asked for, being the model employee, following all the rules, because it's a security job. So you got to follow the rules, right? doing all of that. And I thought I was a valued member of that company until they fired me. Yes, they fired me. Me of all people. I couldn't believe it. I was heartbroken. I allowed myself to feel that hurt for, a week or two. But then I was like, you know what? I need to figure out what I need to do, what my next move is, because I got rent and bills to pay. Okay. I can't just sit here and wallow in my sadness. So I did what most people did. I joined the gig economy, Uber, not Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Instacart, and I was making pretty good money. I was making really good money. Okay. And then the pandemic hit. And you know what? I was like, I am not about to risk my life to go and get anybody's food during a pandemic. And luckily I was already on unemployment. So I was getting money coming in. So we was all good to go there. But y'all, we all knew, well, actually at that time we didn't know, but the pandemic was eventually going to end, right? And so I was living off unemployment for almost 2.5 years. The pandemic slowly started ending, and the world started slowly opening back up and everything. And guess what? I still didn't have a plan on what I was gonna do because my unemployment was about to run out. So I still didn't have a plan. So y'all, I had to figure something out. So you get that friend that sends you like a bunch of stuff on Instagram, always sending you videos on Instagram or something like that. Well, I had a friend like that who sent me videos, pictures all the time. And she sent me a video about a guy who was selling iPads to the federal government. He didn't have the money to sell the iPads. He didn't have the iPads in storage. He had nothing but a contract saying, "Hey, you have been awarded a contract to provide iPads to the federal government." And so the funny thing is, the first time she sent that video to me, I ignored it because she always sending me stuff. The second time she sent it to me, I ignored it again because once again, she's always sending me stuff. But she sent it to me the third time. Now, this, mind you, this is in the time of my unemployment getting ready to end. I don't know what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna pay my bills, and all of this stuff, y'all. I was scrapped. And so I finally watched the video she sent me, and it was the guy about the iPad. And you know what? I was like, wait, you did what? And you made how much? What? He made hundreds, I believe he made tens of thousands of dollars. I can't remember the exact number, but he made tens of thousands of dollars selling iPads that he did not provide and he did not pay for, and selling it to the federal government. He got Best Buy to ship iPads on his word and the contract alone. And when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I think this might be something I can do. So I started researching and doing it and looking up. And he had a course. Now, y'all, let me tell you something. This is what we're talking about tonight, too. But his course at that time, this was in 2020, his course at that time was $1,200. I had never at that time paid $1,200 for anything that was relating to like enrichment or learning how to do something. That was a lot of money to me. And it was especially a lot of money to me because you guys, I only had $1,500 left in my account. Only $1,500 left in my account. And you know what that money was for? It was for rent. So I had to make a decision because if I was to spend this money on this course and learn how to do this government contracting thing, I wouldn't be able to pay my rent at that time. But if I would have spent the money on my rent, got through another month, then I had nothing to fall back on. And now I will be stuck in the same position that I was, wondering where my next money was coming from. So, guys, you ever have that feeling like that if you can do something, if you can just get through it, you're going to make it. You are going to succeed. You are going to be successful. That's what I had to think. Now, the funny thing is, a lot of you guys out there, you have the option to decide if you want to invest in yourself. I didn't have that option. I had the option to either pay my rent or be out on the street or get this course and make it. I had no other option. So you guys, clearly you guys know what I did. I believed in myself so much that I took my $1,500. Mind you, I didn't have that was all that was in my account left was $1,500, and this course cost $1,200, and my rent at the time I think was 1,500 or 1,400. So as you can see, I didn't have no money. So the excuse of I ain't got it, I didn't got this, I didn't have it, but I believed in myself so much that I spent my rent money and I bought the course. And I positioned myself to learn everything and figure it out because I could not fail. I could not fail. And guys, you know what happened? I did the research. I put in the work. I put in the time. And on my third submission as a federal concierge, learning how to do all this government contracting stuff, on my third submission, I won my first 5 year, six-figure contract for horses, guys. Horse training of all things. Like, what? I don't train no horses, although I do kind of want a horse. I don't train no horses, but because I took the chance on myself and because I believed in myself, I took that money that was for rent, that was not obligated for me to use it for anything else, and I spent it on something that would better me, better my future. I invested in myself. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about tonight, investing in yourself. Look, I know life is hard. I know things come up, and I know there are things that you want to do to better yourself, to make you more successful. But something always, God darn, something always got to come up, right? Life, money, time, kids, family. Something is always coming up, stopping you from doing what you really want to do. But I have a saying, people are going to do exactly what they want to do no matter what. Nothing is going to stop you if it's something that you really want to do. So I'm bringing this to you. Has there been a time in this government contracting journey, you know what you should be doing? You know that you want to come to this workshop that I got, or you want to buy a course that you've seen online, or that you want to be able to submit effectively. But things keep coming up. Excuses keep popping up. You are not taking the steps you know you need to. Has that happened to anybody? Y'all can comment in the comments. This is real informal. I just want to know, has that happened to anybody? It's always something, right? You be like, dang, you like, okay, today I'm about to today I'm about to get on the computer. I'm about to do the work. I'm about to go look up solicitations. I'm gonna be calling subcontractors. I am ready. I am finally ready. And then the power go out. And you like, oh, come on. Why? Why are you messing with me? Why are you playing with me? But like I said, people are going to do exactly what they want to do no matter what. Nothing will stop them, not even a power outage, not money, not time, not family. Nothing will stop you if this is really something you want to do. And I want to encourage you guys that if this is really something you want to do, don't let the little excuses, because I call them excuses, stop you from being or achieving the success that you want to achieve. Now, before I get in a little bit deeper, because we're going to go in a little deeper in this conversation, once again, I told you as soon as I came on, I am giving away a contract organizer right here. I put out to my email list to fill out a form. I'm doing a giveaway. And tonight I'm going to call the person that actually won the contract organizer. Okay. They were the first person to respond. And I'm actually going to call them to let them know that they won this contract organizer. And then I will be shipping it off within the next week to week and a half. Okay. So unfortunately, TikTok, you might not be able to hear the conversation. You can move over to my YouTube But if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to hear everything. Okay. All right. So let me call this person and let's see how they feel. Okay. Let me make sure I got the number in. This is so exciting. My contract organizer is sold on Amazon. So if you are interested in getting one, you can head over to Amazon and go ahead and purchase the contract organizer. Before I call a person, just let me get into a little bit of the contract organizer. So this contract organizer is a book that I created. This is a book that I created because doing government contracting, I wanted to make sure that I stay organized. I'm a very organized person. I like things how they supposed to be, right? But when you're searching for solicitations and you're looking through solicitations, you'll be writing them on sheets of paper. Y'all know y'all do. Y'all just grab a sheet of paper here and there and, write down information that you have. And then the next thing you know, you put that sheet of paper somewhere. It's not in the tablet. You just put it somewhere on the side. And then when you're trying to find that information, you're like, dang, where that sheet of paper go? I knew I had it. I knew I wrote it down. Well, this is why I created the contract organizer. It actually allows you, if you can see, ow, my finger. If you can see, it actually allows you to put the solicitation that you're working on, all the information at a glance. It lets you put the instructions to offer, information about when it's due, who to contact when you need it, right? It allows you to put the subcontractor's quote, and this is the updated version too. It allows you to put the subcontractor's quote, what you want to put on top. It allows you to do all that. Last minute checks, things that you need to know before you submit, and it allows you to put additional notes. And it allows you to keep track whether you want or not. This is the book to get organized. Okay, this is the book to get organized. I recommend anybody who want to take government contracting seriously and want to stay organized, unless you do stuff online, you're not a book person, go get a contract organizer. Okay. All right, y'all, we about to call the person. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. All right, let me see. I got my microphone. Okay, and then the sound. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. All right, here we go.
I knew it was me.
What's going on, Miss Jessica Jackson? Congratulations.
Hey.
You were the very first person to respond, and you have won yourself a contract organizer. How do you feel?
Thank you. Good.
She said, good. I am so happy to be able to give you this tool because this tool does really help if you use it. So let me ask you. I know been with me for a little bit. You've been watching me and all this other
Yes.
stuff. So where are we? And we are talking too much. I want to put you out on Front Street, but if I need to put you out on Front Street, I'm gonna put you out on Front Street. Where are you in the process of bidding? Like, what have you done so far?
Okay, so I've did everything up until I've submitted a contract. Submitted a quote. I didn't win. And then time has elapsed, so now I just need to make sure my LLC is still in good standing, and then I can start submitting again.
Okay. So you've submitted one proposal since you've started the
Yes,
whole government contracting game.
which was like 2 years ago, maybe.
Oh,
I know. I
okay,
know.
that's cool. That's cool. I get it, but you need to get back in it though, right?
Yes, for sure.
Good. Okay, well, listen. Government contracting will be here, but remember, you have to take the steps to making it successful. Oh, no, you didn't. You have to take the steps to making it successful. It's only going to work if you work it. You know that, right?
I agree. Yes.
Okay. Well, I will email you information to get from you so I can go ahead and ship you off. your contract organizer that you will be using?
Thank you. Yes, I will.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure. So
Yes.
congratulations again. Just curious, when the phone rung, did your heart drop?
Yeah, I just knew. I said, let me take my phone off, do not disturb, because she about to call me. I know I'm a winner.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay, well, congratulations. I will be getting in touch with you, and I will be sending it within the next 1 to 1.5 weeks. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Okay, you
All right.
too.
Bye. All right, y'all. So see that? Look, if you was on my email list, you would have won yourself a contract organizer. Okay. But once again, they are on sale at Amazon, so you can go ahead and do it there. All right, back to what we was talking about. Are you worth the investment? Are you worth the investment? Now, when we say investment, I had someone contact me today, which was very surprising that um they use this buzzword. I don't agree with this buzzword, but they use this buzzword of gatekeeping. Everybody wants to gatekeep. You do gatekeeping. That means, for those of you who don't know, people who do all the hard work, right? Get all the information, find out on their own, and then you have people who are lazy and don't want to do the hard work and find out on their own. Kind of what is the word? Oh Lord, what's the word when you gaslight? That's the word. Gaslight someone else into thinking that they're wrong for having done the hard work and not wanting to give it out to nobody. So basically, being a cheater, right? You study for something for so long, and then somebody comes to you and be like, well, you studied it. Why don't you tell me the answers? Why you got to keep the answers to yourself? Like, who does that? Who does that? So my question to you is, if you know that this is something that you really want to do, government contracting. If you know that this would change your life, that it would be an amazing thing to do, that it'll give you the time freedom, the financial freedom, and the generational wealth that you require and desire. If you know that this can do that, why would you care about how much it costs? Why would you care about um the time it's going to take to get there? Shouldn't you care about moving forward with it? Shouldn't you care about putting yourself in a position that will get you to your desired goals? Now, mind you, government contracting, anybody can do this. You don't need me. You don't need other people. You can do it, but you better believe that you are going to be going through all the wrongs and the rights, or all the wrongs are running into all the errors of government contracting. Why would you want to do that and take more time when somebody like me or other people online have already gone through the same thing? And we can guide you so you don't hit those roadblocks. Because I will tell you one thing, and I hear from my students and hear from other people, government contracting can be very discouraging because you submit once, nothing happens, and you're like, man, this don't work. I ain't never gonna win. They got too many people bidding. Did y'all know that 400,000 bidders bid on average? They're registered on nsam.gov, but nobody's bidding, or maybe 10% of that is bidding. So although it seems like there are a lot of people out there that is bidding on sam.gov, it's not. It's really not. They're not there. You have to take that step to be a part of that bidding process. You have to take that step to go through sam.gov, find a solicitation, get the quote, submit, and submit over and over and over again until you win. Because, like I said, it only took me 3 tries before I actually won. And within those 3 tries, I think it was within like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, but that was of me actively bidding. Everybody is going to win a contract eventually. I promise you. That's the only thing I can guarantee you, but it's not going to happen if you don't submit and you don't invest in yourself to learn how to submit properly. You can go through the channels. People use this AI to do government bidding, and I can't stand it because AI is not a human. They can't distinguish between different things. And did you know AI be wrong sometimes? I literally had chat say one time, "Oh, my bad, I made that up. You didn't say that." And I'm like, "Bitch." I'm like, "What?" Don't just make stuff up, right? So AI is not reliable and AI goes down. If you focus on learning how to do this through like the cheat way or the short route, you are not going to be successful. You have to take the time to build this skill up. And that may take you coming to a workshop. That may take you going to a course, joining a community, getting a book or something like that. It may take you to do that. But you have to want it. Otherwise, it'll take you forever to get where you want to be. And I don't want y'all to do that. Right? I worked hard. Y'all already know I started from zero. I started from $1,500 in my account. That was for rent, but I believed in myself and I invested in myself. And you know what? I got 1,000 times, 1,000 times more than that. The money that I invested to get that course, I've gotten back 1,000 times more. And it was worth every penny. Yes, it was scary. I didn't know where my rent was coming from, but God made a way. You have to invest in yourself. Put yourself in a position where you're going to succeed. That money is going to come back to you. That time is going to come back to you. But then you will have gained the knowledge that you need to have gained to actually move forward and succeed and be successful in government contracting. That's what I want to tell y'all. That's what I just want to tell y'all. Okay? That's all I want to tell y'all. So I usually go live a little bit longer, but y'all, I'm a little hungry. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off, but I really appreciate you guys joining me. Now listen, y'all. I go live tomorrow at 1 p.m. and I still will be going live at 8 p.m. I take calls. I'm taking calls. Okay, for anybody who got questions about government contracting, you can call me tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Time. 1 p.m. Central Time and ask whatever questions you got about government contracting. I will be live. Okay, so don't be shy. I will be live. But call me tomorrow. Ask me whatever questions you got. And listen, guys, if you are ready to get started as a federal concierge, getting to see where you are, please go ahead and book a call. Feel free to book your call and let's have a conversation. Let's see if we can get you on the path to the success that you want. Okay? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. Hi, guys. Well, I'm going to jump off. It was a short live tonight. I don't know what's going on. TikTok, y'all know TikTok be hating like okay. But whatever. Whatever. I appreciate you guys that are watching me. I will see you guys later tomorrow at 1 p.m. I will be going live, taking live calls. So make sure you join that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Congratulations again, Jessica. I'm so proud of you. Hopefully you will be using this and get into the government contracting. Get back into it because it's there. It's there. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you later. Have a great, great night. Enjoy your weekend. If you're going out, go ahead, have fun, be safe. All right. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.